The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Nashville. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, Sent this one off target.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the move to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Chester Rogers, 49 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Bud Dupree. The 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Kevin Byard deep for Tennessee. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Zach Kerr able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back out now to kick this one away. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives. Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On one, ready?
A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A carry for Foreman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 39. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, Foreman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again to Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now out trots the former Bengal kicker, Randy Bullock, for the field goal. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one is down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. Back deep, Chester Rogers. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From the 36, Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 37 yards. And the Bengals on one play have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Man open left side is Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill being chased out left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Derrick Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From his end zone, Wilson. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
52 yards on the ground for him so far. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
67 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let him know. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Titans.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Play action, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's P-Ryan. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
You know I'm old school, so I always want to hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tannehill.
Out to his left.
And that's complete to Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.